tasty lips seems the honey that fairly drips. 'Cause your confection, goodness knows.
All right, how about it, everybody? That was Miles Jensen live from the stage at Campus Jax, MetaJAX headquarters in Newport Beach. How are y'all doing this morning? I'd love to see if you are in the Discord. Say hello in the chat here, and if you're watching on YouTube as well, say hello as well. But it's great to be with you all this morning. Sounds like I might got a little frog in my throat today, but yeah, that might be I just been working a little too hard this holiday season. But you know, we're having a good time. So make sure to join us at that TokenSmart Discord at discord.gg/NFT. And you'll receive your POAP. I think everybody knows what a POAP is, but just in case you don't, and you're brand new with us here today, a POAP is a proof of attendance protocol. And by having one, it proves that you were here. And, you know, so by holding that in your crypto wallet, it will be rewarded. You'll be rewarded a MetaJAX silver NFT from the Crescendo Season 1 album dropping in January. Hey, that's pretty cool, huh? All right. So, and as you find out in a moment, these NFTs are quite valuable, you know. So many of you already know that we are blessed to have an amazing audio engineering team here at MetaJAX, bringing you live broadcast mixes and incredible NFT audio mixes all the time. You've heard her work many, many times because she's the one mixing and engineering all of these wonderful artists that we have here. But today, for the very first time here on Crescendo, we're going to bring our MetaJAX audio engineering team by it was led by the exceptionally talented Golden Preciado, so also known as Golden Audio Mix. So please welcome to the MetaJAX stage and Campus Jack's. Here we go. Sorry, getting the note from our producer, making sure we're good to go. But yeah, please welcome to the MetaJAX stage and Campus Jack stage at our home base Newport Beach, Golden Preciado, here performing with Miles Jensen. Hey, Tim.
Go tell it on the mountain, over the hills and everywhere. Go tell it on the mountain that Jesus Christ is born. Go tell it on the mountain, over the hills and everywhere. Go tell it on the mountain that Jesus Christ is born. The shepherds kept their watching o'er silent flocks by night, when behold throughout the heavens there shone a holy light. Go tell it on the mountain, over the hills and everywhere. Go tell it on the mountain that Jesus Christ is born. The shepherds feared and trembled when low above the earth rang out the angel chorus that hailed our Savior's birth. Down in a lowly manger, the humble Christ was born, and God sent us salvation that blessed Christmas morn. Go tell it on the mountain, over the hills and everywhere. Go tell it on the mountain that Jesus Christ is born. That Jesus Christ is born. Yeah, yeah, that Jesus Christ is born.
All right. How about it for Golden and Miles, everybody? Let's get some hand claps, some love, some funny little memes and then good supporting memes here in our chat going. It's wonderful to see another side of Golden and actually get to hear another side of Golden. Like I said, many times you get to hear the wonderful live audio that she brings to the show. And today we got to see her sing and perform a wonderful little song. So go tell it on the mountain. Now, let's go ahead and welcome our guest today. And he's with me and he's here almost every week. Like, we all try to be here. How about it, everybody, for Easy in Crypto? Have some more love going here in the chat. Oh, yeah. Easy, you there, my man? Standing by, standing by. Hey.
Or hop out and hop back in there to try and get a good connection here. But that was incredible. That was so great hearing it. Go Tell It on the Mountain, actually a song that, just brings me way back. I've heard that kind of folk stuff all my life growing up from, my dad playing music and stuff. So loved the choice of song, loved to hear it. And, I've been lucky enough to be down at CampusJAX a handful of times, and just the audio mix is incredible. Such a great crew, from the guys shooting, the gals mixing, everybody is on point every time. So we just get the top quality captured for these NFTs and for these live performances. It's a phenomenal setup.
Yeah, speaking of throwback, that nostalgia feeling of hearing that song, that took me back. When I was growing up in Washington State, there was this couple that would sing a bunch of old folk tunes, and the wife, she used to play guitar and tour around the United States with her sister back in like the 40s and 50s, and then her husband was one of the survivors from Pearl Harbor who got blown off of 2 ships in the same day. He got blown off of one, swam to sea, went to the next ship, they rescued him, and boom, got blown off of that ship and survived. And I remember meeting him. He must have been, gosh, I don't know how many years old, but I mean, I was a kid when I met him. And that took me back to remembering the memory of them. So that was kind of fun. I love that throwback. All the folk and everything we said. It's pretty
incredible story. Yeah. And people, there's so many just kind of miraculous events that you'll, either we have in our lives or we hear about. Your story reminded me of a story in my family lineage. One of my, ancestors came over with the Mayflower, in the early days, coming to the States before they were the States. And when I was a kid, we got to go to Boston and go on it was like a replica of one of the ships, but they had the captain's log, and we were able to track down this relative who was, I'm trying to remember his full name. Hugh Howland something, I think. And he was in the logbook. He got washed overboard, and they presumed him lost. But, about 4 minutes later, a giant wave slammed him onto the deck of the ship from the sea, So he was basically considered lost at sea. And because that was so rare for something like that to happen, I mean, I think it was the only time that it happened, at least on that journey. It had been noted in the logbook. So just like, it's amazing what kind of, the history that we all have and share through these experiences.
Yeah. And it's all just can be triggered by a little memory like that. Just, a song triggered this for me, and that sharing of the story. And that's the beauty of, I think, also maybe more of the value that comes along with these NFTs as well in music performance, is that, every song, every performance can hold a special memory for every person. I think there's so many songs that I know that I loved even more once I had an experience attached to them, to that particular song. And maybe it was a song I wouldn't have paid attention to otherwise, but it was like, but that was the one time I was, here and there with so-and-so, and we had the best time of our lives. And it was, and that's, I think there's so much value in that I can see, just being making things like, let's say we want to, because this, I'm sure that this performance that we have of Golden today is going to be part of what we have here with, our JAX tokens and everything as well. So, so it's, that'd be a nice little memory for all of us, I think.
Yep, absolutely.
Yeah.
And NFTs are starting to kind of get to that point where you might have a POAP from an amazing event, and that kind of takes you back. Or I
Right.
purchased a hash masks at the hash mask exhibit in Miami. Just, I'm obviously not in Miami with the clothes I'm wearing now. I'm back in Northern California. But when I was there, it was such a interesting moment, and I had been watching these NFTs for a while, at
Yeah.
least a month, and I checked in while I was there with some of the crew and stuff, and I was like, oh my God, this one just came on the market and it's a steal and I'm going to get it. And they were all excited and I was all excited. And I'll always remember that moment is where I picked up my hash mask. So, you might come in here. It might be your first time hanging out with us at Crescendo and Jack's Jazz and TokenSmart on this Saturday. You might get your first POAP, which leads to your first Jack's NFT. And that might just be something that sticks with you,
Right. Well, absolutely. And, it's definitely been an amazing month in the metaverse for MetaJAX. I mean, we've already dropped the silver NFTs for the Tawanda album live from CryptoJazz Festival with song number 4 from the album dropping this weekend, I believe. Is that right, Mr. Producer? Are we here? Yeah, it looks like we got a confirmation. We are dropping song number 4 from that album this weekend. We also dropped the silver NFTs for the album Rhythm and Soul from 10-time Grammy Award winner Arturo Sandoval, with song number 3 dropping this weekend. So you can get in on that action right there. And the first artist distributions from the sales of Tawanda NFTs were announced, putting over $15,000 worth of shrimp in Tawanda's wallet. That is amazing. If you didn't watch last weekend, these weeks they go by so much, it feels like a year, right? But if you didn't watch last week, you got to check out last week's episode. You can watch it, but if you were there, you also have a POAP from there, so it's pretty awesome that you got to experience that. I was happy to experience that and see Tawanda. I mean, she just lit up when she saw that and she realized what she was getting. Like, what a gift, right?
That was a heartwarming. I mean, to be there, I think I might have had a tear shed. I mean, it was just, and there was so much love being shared, and it was a very special one last week. It felt like we were all kind of riding very high.
Yeah, absolutely. I love that. It's definitely you can, if you could check it out, I think it's on the Jack's Hideaway YouTube. You can rewatch that episode. Definitely one worth watching again, because many great stories were shared that day. We really dug deep into our hearts and shared quite a number of special things there. But it's just wonderful. And so, also in addition to Tawanda's, the first artist distributions from the sales of Arturo's NFTs are going to be announced next weekend. And we'll be dropping 2 new NFT albums before the end of the year. And we're barely getting started. So we're on track to have 30 NFT albums dropped by June of 2022. I'd say that's pretty darn good.
Incredible.
Yeah, absolutely. And
top-notch quality on every one of these releases. I was able to hop over to WhaleStreet.xyz and pick up my Arturo. I had already had my Tawanda. And so I've got them both staked and earning Jack's tokens.
Nice. I'm going to have to ask one of you guys some help on how to get over that sushi swap there, because I would like to jump in on this as well. So, yeah.
We'll get you there.
So, a lot of this that's happening here, what does it mean for the MetaJAX artists and MetaJAX? How is it being involved in the MetaJAX community, especially here on TokenSmart and WhaleStreet, different than any other NFT and crypto community? How would you say that? Like how we're being able to utilize this?
I mean, it's incredible. There's nothing really like this that's hit the metaverse yet, as far as a really fully inclusive for the listener to be able to get into the DeFi through music NFTs. So a couple people might have played around, but there's nothing really like a really solid system built with WhaleStreet, MetaJAX, TokenSmart, Whippy. We've got these amazing partners. And so the value is super high. I just was seeing that, the JAX reward token found its first liquidity pool on SushiSwap and could be traded with ETH for the equivalent of about 62 cents. That is extremely, that is a high value token for something that's, you know, just come into the marketplace. The reason I believe it's so high value is because it's backed by incredible hardworking team of musicians, mixers, you know, producers. It's really a heavy hitting crew behind this. And so to be able to collect these NFTs, some of which you can get just by being here and get the POAP, right? So you go to WhaleStreet, you get there, you get some shrimp over there, you're able to purchase the NFT with the shrimp token, and then as soon as you lock that NFT up, you're getting paid JAX tokens at 62 cents a pop. And I think I've stacked, you know, at least hundreds of them, maybe more by now, because I had tried to get in as quick as I could when the Tawanda was available. So I got in pretty early. So not only do we have the amazing music, video, all these great, you know, moments in jazz to experience and share, but you also have the financial end. So, you know, you can help these musicians that are creating the music get a, you know, a better piece of the finances through working with NFTs, and especially, you know, JAX Jazz and WhaleStreet, because we have such a great family. But you also are able to earn on that as well.
That's really cool. Yeah, because I remember even last week, I think it was just at 50. So for it to be 62 already, we're doing great. Keep on climbing.
Absolutely.
That's good. Yeah, especially in a week when I think when I look at my crypto charts, a lot of things are red this week. But hey, we've gone up. That's quite amazing. Quite a supportive community helping build this. And what, you know, let's you know, everybody in the chat, let's give some love to our developers and everybody who is making all of this happen behind the scenes. There's so many people working very, very hard, and we got to meet a couple of them a few episodes back even, and I got to meet them a couple in person when we were at NFT NYC, which was a wonderful experience. One of those that even though I've missed out, you know, I didn't get any physical POAPs or anything like pick anything up, but the memory is there, and I know. And next year we go back again. I think I'll be a lot more prepared. And but yeah, that thing was mind blowing. That whole weekend.
Absolutely.
It was really awesome. But yeah, well, you know, Easy, you got anything else you'd like to add for the day? I think we've got a kind of a short episode today.
Oh, just, yeah, a little bit short today. We don't have a bunch of crew piling in. Just that, you know, take advantage of the opportunity. If you're here and, you know, it's maybe your first time, stick around, grab the POAP. If you got questions, ask in the Discord. You can reach out to myself. You know, DMs on Twitter are always open, and I'm more than happy, you know, to help people kind of get situated. Because it can be a little bit intimidating especially if you're new to the DeFi space. So, and I know that, you know, there's some chatter that I heard about trying to make things a little easier by being able to pick up the shrimp on Matic Polygon already. So hopefully that will be available soon. But it's really not that hard. You do have to, you know, press a few buttons and stuff. But we're here to help. So reach out if you need it, and, you know, get involved, because this is something incredible. It's really a revolution. You know, the more and more people I speak with, the more excited people are, you know, when they hear about the jazz coming in. The hip hop has been kind of filtering in for a while, and there's a great relationship there as well. So yeah, it's time to get involved.
Yeah, absolutely. Remember, you can do that by checking out WhaleStreet.xyz. That's WHALE Street.xyz. And you can also keep track of everything that's going on here on our JAX website at jaxblast.com. That's JAXblast.com. And, you know, of course, if you're already on the Discord, we know you're having a lot of fun there with a lot of the chat. And I always see everybody. It's always good to see everybody. I'm going to probably pronounce a couple of these names terrible, but we're going to do a little shout out to, let's say, Alfonso. We got Elbow.eth, Carla, Megatronics. Do I know Elbow? Did I meet Elbow? I forgot. Oh my gosh. Hello, Elbow. Shout out. Let's see. Yashenleys and 10th Hawkage. Fine. I'm going to get these better as we go, you know, because I'm going to get more familiar with you. Charlie Go, Deacon Raffley, Carlos, Crypto Keeper, Ananda, Bagas, I'm so sorry. Bagas.
There's a lot of
people.
like kind of wacky names. I think you're doing.
I love that. So, and of course, everybody who is here, we want to, and it's Carolina, duh. Shout out to you as well. And everyone else, I know I've missed many names, but it's so wonderful to see this room very active. And that's one of the things that makes the community fun too, is that you get to see a lot of people here, and everyone is supportive. So again, once again, if you have questions like I do, and I will probably pop up in this Discord this week. I got a couple of days off on Monday and Tuesday, so I'm looking forward to kind of getting back into figuring out how to get this going. But I'll be asking you for some help as well. But again, thank you all so much for watching everything here. We are going to continue doing this. We'll see you next weekend. And let's keep on supporting and, rising the value of this for all the artists that are here now and that will come tomorrow and the days after and the years after, because this is not something we're just doing fly by night. This is something that's been thought out. This is something that is, going to be a wonderful benefit that eventually musicians will say, why haven't we been doing this all along? So but we can thank all of the developers who are putting in their work, right now and making this happen. So, and thank you for the mustache shout out to Can Wolf over there on the Discord. But yeah, you know what though? I have nothing else to add today. So Easy, I want to thank you for your time. I hope you have a wonderful time up in the mountains over there today, and for however long you're going to be there. And you know what? There's a shout out to come out to Easy's Corner on Monday for music from Venezuela if you are free on Monday. So make sure to check that out.
Yep.
Yeah. Great. And
yeah.
we just heard that Thursday night, the Tony Guerrero Quintet is going to be right here on this live channel right here. So make sure to check that out. And until then, we're going to pass you on over to our good friends Golden and Miles, who are going to take us out with some good music. So go on and get your NFTs, and we'll see you next time. Bye, everybody.
Peace.
Bésame mucho, como si fuera esta noche la última vez. Bésame mucho, que tengo miedo perderte después. Bésame mucho, como si fuera esta noche la última vez. Bésame mucho, que tengo miedo perderte después. Quiero tenerte muy cerca, mirarme en tus ojos y estar junto a ti. Piensa que tal vez mañana estaré muy lejos de aquí. Bésame mucho, como si fuera esta noche la última vez. Bésame mucho, que tengo miedo perderte después. Quiero Quiero tenerte muy cerca, mirarme en tus ojos y estar junto a ti. Piensa que tal vez mañana estaré muy lejos de aquí. Bésame, bésame mucho, como si fuera esta noche la última vez. Bésame, bésame mucho, que tengo miedo perderte después. Oh, bésame, bésame mucho, que tengo miedo perderte después. Summertime and the living is easy. Fish are jumping and the cotton is high. Oh, your daddy's rich and your ma is good looking. So hush, little baby, don't you cry. One of these mornings you're gonna rise up singing, and then you'll spread your wings and you'll take to the sky. But till that morning, oh, there ain't nothing can harm ya. With your mammy and happy standing by. One of these mornings you're gonna rise up singing, and then you'll spread your wings and you'll take to the sky. But till that morning, there ain't nothing can harm ya. With your mammy and pappy standing by with your mammy and pappy standing
I don't buy sugar. You just have to touch my cup. You're my sugar. Oh, maybe it's the way that when you stir it up. Oh, when I'm taking sips from your tasty lips, seems the honey there fairly drips. Your confection, goodness knows, you're my honeysuckle rose. Yeah.